Oklahoma. Huddle up. It's time to go inside the high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The high school huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports with your hosts, Chris Evans, Casey Porter, and Phil Nichols.
And good afternoon and welcome to the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI along with my gurus, Casey Porter, Phil Nichols. You ever been a guru before, Phil?
Is that a cuss word?
No, I think that's a compliment. I'm Chris Evans and we welcome you inside the High School Huddle. We are presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. It is week 5 of the high school football season. Unbelievable. After Friday night, we are halfway through the regular season.
It's always that way.
Is it really? Halfway?
Week 5 regular season.
I'm upset because we're getting ready to take all these road trips.
Yes, I know.
We were talking about that today at practice, and we were like, is this our 3rd game? And they're like, no, this is our 5th game. We're like, holy cow, you got to be kidding me. It's flying by this year.
Well, and Weatherford's getting ready to play their 6th game.
And I honestly think it feels like that because the weather was so hot for so long that it still feels like it's week 2. This is the first week, really, that it's felt like football weather.
Yeah, and the temperature change is officially here, and thank goodness.
Rain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Boy, we got lots and lots of rain in the state of Oklahoma. But it looks like game time on Friday nights, it looks like there's no chance of rain. And for the few games on Thursday, a little bit of chance of rain.
Yeah.
But, everyone's gone to these nice facilities now, and a nice turf. So I'm sure there will be plenty dry for those out there. But there are some big games. It is top-heavy for sure in the upper class, in Class 6A football. There's some big ones there. There's a lot of great games in 6A Division II, and we're going to get to all that here in just a little bit. But here are some of the notes off the field, and it is official, and the Guthrie Blue Jays will be traveling to Bishop McGuinness. But one of the top players in the state of Oklahoma, Owen Condon, the left tackle for the Irish, is officially out. Last week we were talking on the show. Once they go back in there, it might be 3 to 4 weeks out, or it might be the rest of the season, and they got in there, and it's officially done for the year.
I think that's the right thing for the kid, I mean, you and I talked about this. You called me, I think it was yesterday, to tell me that you'd gotten that news, and I think they're handling that kid the correct way, giving him an opportunity to get healed up, get his career going at University of Georgia and beyond. So, you hate that for the kid. Like I told you, all of us played sports in high school, and some of your fondest memories are looking back on those times with your lifelong friends, So he's going to miss out on that, and that's unfortunate. But he's got a lot of good football ahead of him, so that's good.
Absolutely, and Edmond Santa Fe is your Edlum champs. They beat Memorial 34-10, so Edmond Santa Fe wins over Memorial and North. That's the bragging rights.
Down year for the Edmond schools.
Santa Fe, I think, is okay. Memorial's 1-4.
Yeah.
I think, Phil, that was kind of your go-to team.
Don't ask Phil about that.
Oh, my bad.
I had too many clients.
What are you talking about?
Well, you were talking the Bulldogs up.
At Edmond Memorial, we're strictly worried about 2 things: community service and preparing great Americans. Go ahead.
You're on a great path for that, but
there. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Here, we'll get into some of the games here, but real quick, in Class 5A football, there are 4 undefeated teams. Give me those 4 teams.
Obviously, McGuinness and Carl Albert are the 2 easy ones. I would say Altus.
Altus, yes.
And then I would say Bishop. Bishop Kelly lost.
They
to
played
McGuinness.
at West Side School.
Yeah.
What?
It's not Ardmore because Carl Albert beat Ardmore. It's not Lawton Mac.
5A.
It's certainly not Lawton Ike.
What's Noble? They 4A?
Noble is 4-0 in Class 5A football, Phil.
Okay. Is it Noble?
You like that?
Noble.
They beat McAllister pretty bad
a
couple
prize
weeks ago.
or something? Or?
No, yes.
No?
Yeah, I'm going to feed you some Noble Bear information here. The Bears it's their best start since 2003. We saw the Bears in 2003. We as in Guthrie.
Yeah, it rained and rained and rained. We went back that Saturday, didn't we?
Yep. Noble in 2003 was 10-2, won the district, and they made the playoffs last year. So this is the 2nd year in a row for them. Now they're 4-0, and they're getting ready to, I think, if I remember who they're playing, they're at Coweta, so that's not a guaranteed win. But their 4 wins are against opponents that are 1-15. But if you're Noble, you're not apologizing. You're not apologizing.
Not
for
at all.
Yeah.
You played everybody on your schedule, right?
Right.
So.
And you didn't make. Well, I guess the non-district you made your schedule.
That's good though. I mean, good for those kids.
That's what you do though. I mean, if you're a team that's building, you schedule 3 games that, as you grow, like what Oklahoma State and OU does now, is what you try to do is you try to schedule 1 game that a team may be a little bit better than you, 1 game that obviously you're better than the other team, and then one game where you're really equal. You know, if you look at what OSU did this year, obviously you're way better than South Alabama, and then you know, Tulsa should be just a notch below you, then you're equal supposedly with Pitt. You know, not necessarily equal. OSU's obviously better talent-wise, but whenever you schedule it, it looks that way on paper, right? So, you know, that's what teams, whenever you've arrived, try to do. But whenever you're in a situation like Noble where you're trying to build, I think you take the K-State approach.
And again, their opponents are 150. But here's their opponents: Newcastle.
Yeah.
They got Mr. Texas University there. Chickasha, they're down. They've been down. And Piedmont has been down as well. But they took on McAllister at home and won that game 48-7. So that just kind of that's good for Noble. But when you look at that score of 48-7, boy, McAllister, they went down quick.
Well, and that happens a lot when you lose a coach.
Yeah.
And then one of the biggest reasons why you're good is because the coach has a son, and that son is a big part of the football team. And then not just the fact that you lose your coach, it's the reason why the coach left, right? Now, why do a lot of coaches like that leave? Because they're following the talent pool, correct? Yeah. They understand what's coming or not coming.
Speaking of following talent pool, how did Newcastle do?
The Racers, they took it on the chin.
Oh.
Since you asked, they got Weatherford, the Reagan Roofs took down Newcastle 28-21.
So they're still looking for that first W?
Yeah.
My favorite coaching moment of Phil Nichols of all time was a kid came up and said, "Sorry, Phil, I just couldn't quite make that play. I wasn't quite athletic enough." And Phil said, "No, you don't need to apologize. You need to blame your parents." That sound like something you'd say,
Go
Phil?
home and punch your dad right in the face.
You got their genes, son. Not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, Newcastle, I think they're going to go get them a win this week.
Are they?
They're going to
race off to a win this week?
They're going to race off. Very well done there. They're going to I just had the they're hosting Chickasha in the 0-4 bowl game.
Yeah, there's two reasons why you go to a flex. Well, there's a couple, but the main two reasons are, one is you don't have a whole lot of talent, so you're looking to do it to hold on to the ball and create misdirection. You know, it's one of those deals we talked about it Friday where you hold up your right hand, hoping they look at your right hand, then you gig them with your left hand. You know, like, hey, here we are. That's one reason why you go to the flex bone. The other reason is because you're really good.
Yeah.
And you want to hold on to the ball, and you have, like Altus was a couple of years ago, like Ardmore is right now, and you just simply want to physically dominate your opponent. Chickasha is a program that's done that because they're just simply depleted of talent.
Right. Yeah.
And they're just looking to, instead of getting beat 52-0, maybe they can score once and get beat 35-7, that kind of deal.
Right.
Some scores real quick. Hey, guys, Bixby's quickly 1-3 this year as they were in non-district class where Westmore got them 34-22. So Westmore bounces back from that week 3 loss to Stillwater. Union took down Edmond North. Broken Arrow took down UConn.
Mustang lost to Stillwater.
No, that was the week before.
Okay.
How soon he forgets, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what week it is.
We had a
week
fabulous
0.
night out.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Broken Arrow picked up their first win of the year, as did Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow and Jinx. Jinx got them a win. So, and my Owasso Rams took down Mustang 63-41. We'll talk about Owasso in a little bit. They got a little matchup with.
Who's Owasso Rams?
Oh, you're Owasso
My
Rams.
Owasso Rams. I've been riding that horse since preseason.
Well, I was riding.
Oh, really? Since before the first game?
That was me before the first game.
Or after the
Phil
first game?
jumped on.
It was a 2-person horse.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so you jumped on before they ever played the game?
Yes.
Okay.
I did jump on.
We got archives.
Very good.
And I jumped on before the first game.
Okay.
You don't remember that?
I remember the race to second place. I remember how that conversation
That's
went.
what you said.
Oh, that's what I said.
I said Owasso's not only got the coolest mascot in the world.
The Rams?
That's right.
I don't like those helmets.
Have you ever watched I love the pictures of those
Colorado
white
State
mountain Rams.
Yeah.
That's way cool. I like to shoot some of those. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to say something.
I forgot.
Did OSU win this weekend?
No.
Okay.
We're not talking about that, are we?
We're going to move on to.
Good Lord.
I think I'd rather talk about.
It was a very depressing night of weekend for football.
I think I'd rather talk about Bray Doyle football than OSU at this point, right?
The Donkeys.
Yeah, the Donkeys.
We're talking about the Donkeys
and their bus that whenever you hit the horn, it makes a donkey sound.
Yep,
that is a fact. We heard that at Brahms America in Guthrie.
The good news is this, though. As bad of a week end as it was for the Oklahoma State football team, the Oklahoma State basketball team had the worst week.
And guys, it's the AAU league. A lot of high school players, obviously, the
worst thing ever had to amateur athletics.
Well, you talk about the AAU, and there's the elite of the elite that obviously it goes for. But the thing that really, and that's when you get into all this shenanigans that, as you see here. I'm sure some play by the rules, but of course I don't know if there's any rules that regulate it, AAU basketball. But there's those teams that take kids' money, parents' money on kids that aren't quite as good as they're being led to believe. And so
like every one of them.
Yeah. They feed them a line so they can get daddy's check.
Yeah.
That's just what they do.
Yep. So it's a dirty business, I'm sure, and I just snarl my nose up. Ugh.
To be honest, when I heard it, I had no emotions because it's happening.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't identify with basketball at all. That environment where it's that dirty, and I can't even go there mentally, where an adult in that situation is profiting off of a 15, 16-year-old. I can't even think of that because it makes me so angry that I can't function. Well, so I just shut it down.
When you have a coach or a shoe representative come and start talking to the parents, and they say, we're going to give you this, this, and this, and then when that kid doesn't pan out, well, you're just going to make parents mad. I'm surprised it hadn't happened a long time ago.
You know who they end up mad at? You know who they end up blaming whenever the AAU coach tells them, "Hey, your kid's this good."
Yeah, the high school coach.
They blame the high school coach. Yeah. That's what's in. That's
it's
because they're the sitting duck, right?
It's the worst thing that has ever happened to amateur sports, and it's a shame because there was a time when AAU
was great. I
played
for
AAU integrity, stood for a lot of great things, but then money gets them. It's youth athletics is a $12 billion a year business. Billion. And I promise you, if there's $12 billion floating through anything, unfortunately, there's going to be issues. There's going to be unscrupulous people doing things that shouldn't be done. That's unfortunate, but that's how it is, and it's terrible.
When I was in AAU, of course, Jim Short took me and a group of kids, Carl Vick and his boy Ryan and several other Stillwater kids, and we just went down to Norman and played some AAU basketball in whatever what is that facility, that dome looking place they have, and it was a whole lot of fun, right? That's what
that's what it was all about.
AAU basketball.
It was about learning to compete, learning good sportsmanship.
Couldn't beat the Dallas Mustangs team that they played,
But it's about that things. Now it's about guys. A friend of mine said it's pretty bad when grown men and women are quitting their professions to go create these traveling teams and these traveling things. I mean, I remember a parent whose child was being recruited that I know and was part of an AAU team, and I asked them how this young man's recruit visit went to a certain university, a D1 university. And she looked right at me and she goes, wasn't he good? Those kids have to clean their own rooms. His teammate on his AAU team, he went and visited, it was Kentucky, and they had people that clean their rooms for him. And I thought, oh, boy, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And this was one of the finest academic schools in the country that this person had went to visit. And it's just, but that's the level of expectation that people have now. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, how many times have you seen kids in AAU?
You know who I wouldn't want to be?
How many times have you seen kids in AAU ball? Well, we've had this in our own little town where I've had kids come up and tell me about how they're getting recruited, looked at. They always say looked at. Well, I'm getting looked at by this school and that school, and I'm thinking, no, you're not. But these kids aren't just dreaming this up.
They're getting fed.
They're being fed this crap. And they're kids. They're going to believe it. Of course they're going to believe it.
You know who I wouldn't want to be? I would not want to be the Mike Holders of the world and having to hire college basketball coaches that have ties to AAU, having no clue what they're in.
What's in their past? What's in their present?
I mean, how would you know? I mean,
well, and all the assistant coaches in America who have done everything right, I guarantee they're behind closed door having meetings and having to explain what they have or haven't done.
There's a black cloud following every one of them.
But at the same time, I'll bet they're happy about this happening because it is exposing.
I'm glad it is. Yeah.
At least
that's
it'll
what
flush
I'm saying.
it out.
It's frustrating. I know a sixth grader, Phil, or a fifth grader, however they are. number 7 power forward in the nation.
I mean,
are you kidding me?
And and listen, I think it's wonderful that kids can go participate in things and get nice reward when they do well
and compete against.
I mean, I'm not criticizing that. This is not about the kids. These statements we're making are not about the kids. It's about adults taking advantage of kids and adults taking advantage of many of those kids' parents because they just don't know any better.
Yeah.
And then placing expectations to the parents like they should be taken care of for the rest of their life. And AAU basketball, in my opinion, it's not about two things. It's not A, about the team.
No.
And it's not B, about winning.
I never even thought about the team.
Yeah, I mean, my point is, if you're not teaching kids the element of team concept and the importance of winning, what are you teaching them?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I mean, that's the whole. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad out there, and I love YMCA ball, but the quicker you teach your kid that they need to win.
Yeah, that everybody's
not going to win, and if your kid wants to win, he should want to win everything he does, and if he doesn't, he needs to work harder to do it. That's the motivation of losing.
And when he doesn't win, you stand up like an adult, you walk across the field, you shake the person's hand that just kicked your butt.
Mm-hmm.
You don't throw a fit. You don't run off the field. You don't blame everybody else in the world.
And you don't start posting them on Snapchat either, and just having a conversation with them either, do you?
Well, Chris, I'm happy and sad that you brought this up, but I had a gentleman come up to me this week who I love and respect, and said to me, "What's wrong with our football team?"
Oh gosh,
yeah.
And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well," I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Well, we got a good team." I said, "Really?" I mean, I think our kids are busting their tails. And I'm happy they're busting their tails, and they're giving everybody everything they have.
Very proud of them.
Very proud of the kid. Listen, they have conducted themselves.
Talking about Guthrie,
have conducted themselves.
Or any community.
Yeah, but I'm just using them with traditional power, right? I guarantee the same stuff's being talked about in Bixby, the same stuff's being talked. Even Jinx. I guarantee there's people talking about it in Jinx. The guy's won 4,000 state titles.
He's not feeling well, so he's not getting the.
So, I can only imagine. Ever since he was, he just can't win. And I'm telling you what, it infuriates me to have those kind of conversations. My simple answer was, well, guys, this is the same staff that won us 4 state titles.
Yeah. Same offense coordinator, same defense coordinator, same special teams coach.
I mean, so I realized we had a change in head coach 4 years ago, but
it's his 14th year here.
Just remember this, guys. In high school sports, and yes, I know there are schools that you can say, well, people do this. No, I'm telling you, 99.9% of the kids that are playing on high school teams were, at least in smaller schools, are born and raised in that town, or their families legitimately moved to that town.
Correct.
And you get to play with whatever you have.
Yeah.
So if you've got phenomenally athletically talented kids that work their tails off, you're going to win. If they're coachable, if they'll listen. If
you mean whenever Quantrell Walker and Gunnar Gundy was old enough to play for Stillwater High School, they got better. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence. Yeah. Or when 2002 here in Guthrie, when those freaks got to be seniors, that wasn't an accident.
In
2007 in Guthrie wasn't an accident. 2011 wasn't an accident. 2013 wasn't an accident. And again, this is not about our kids. Our kids work their tails off, and they're playing hard. And they're playing as good as they can. And you know what? They're still going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and that's we should be
if they keep playing
hard. But we should be more worried about what kind of young men these high schools are producing, and what's the caliber of the men that are teaching them, and not get so hung up on W's and L's. It's stupid. I mean, it drives me absolutely nuts. You got to play with whatever lives in your town.
You bringing that up, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the, talking about the great run that Morrison's been on forever. And my good buddy Corey Bales, of course, it was started with Dennis Casey, kept on with Joe Sindelar, now Corey Bales. That's one of the things they're the most proudest of. Those are all Morrison kids.
Yeah.
Every single team that they've won a state title with. I mean, it's not like they're going and getting a quarterback from Ryan, or they're going to Welch and getting Stacy Satterwhite and bringing them over. Those are Morrison kids that built that powerhouse of a program, and that makes you even more proud of it.
Well, I mean, you look at Owasso. We're going to talk about them later, Chris.
Yep.
Obviously, Coach Bill Blankenship's had an effect on him.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what he had when he got the job?
Ohio State.
He had Ohio State commit athletes on his football team.
correct.
Yeah.
So, a coach doesn't put a helmet on Friday nights.
You got to put them in the right spot. Absolutely.
You got to put them in the right spot to win. You got to prepare them.
What you're trying to say is you can't evaluate. You got to evaluate coaches based on the talent that they have and the job they're doing with the talent.
Not at high school. I mean, that's just stupid. I mean, you just can't do that. But that's this unrealistic expectation that gets laid on kids.
Yeah.
I feel horrible for any kid that plays in a Guthrie, a Bixby, a Jinx, any place where they've traditionally either won or competed for state titles every year. If you have a down year, how horrible must those kids feel?
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. We need to get a break. We're overdue on this segment.
Sorry.
But no, you're fine. It's good stuff. Here's the other bad thing: is those kids that are not talented, they're being compared to some of the best teams that have ever gone through a program. You can't compare them. It's not fair.
It's stupid. I mean, so adults be adults. Let's keep things in perspective.
Those Gene kids this year are still good athletes. If you're going to compare to Kewan Jones and Rocky Kalmus, I don't think that's
good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. So with that, we do need to take a timeout, and we do got some big games coming up. Jinx, Broken Arrow, Owasso Union, and there's some big games in Class A football. Cashin is at Oklahoma Bible, Yale at Morrison. We'll talk about all that after this timeout. This is the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Shake's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0000. 0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Bill, how many phone calls have you got since the last segment?
I have 6 text messages. Wait, no.
That one from the OSSA, you better answer pretty quick.
Okay.
I'm scared.
This is the High School Huddle.
405-420-1311. Give me a call. Give me a call anytime you want.
High School Huddle brought to you by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Be sure to visit them on the website at legacywag.com or go to legacyWagBenefits.com. Making smarter business decisions every day. Title sponsor for the Huddle here on 93.7 FM KSBI, taking to the top of the hour. Before we get into some of the matchups, I don't want to get into a big debate about this, but you know how when kids do transfer or move into other places, it's always so. I'm just going to make up an example here. It'd be like Crescent to Jinx.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody off the top of your head who's ever gone to like a big school to from Jinx to Crescent?
Well, I do know that about 15 years ago.
Well, yeah.
Our Hall of Fame athletic director was in a heated discussion with one of our players.
Maybe you should think about this, Casey. I don't know where the story's going, but I'm nervous.
And the kid said something, and he popped off. He didn't mean it at all. He didn't mean it at all. And he said something about moving to a smaller town, and Chap goes, well, if you think you're that awesome, go to Jinx. Don't go to that school. And the kid just goes, oh yeah, you got a point.
I was just curious if there was ever you always hear from small school to big school, but I guess maybe the Thompson kid, he was at this year. He was at South Florida with the Newcastle.
Did I do okay, Phil?
Yeah, I was very worried there for a second. I love our athletic director. Please don't do this.
We're going to be giving out your phone number next.
Oh, no, the guy that'd be calling him has it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. So, real quick, we talked about them a minute ago. The Stillwater Pioneers, they are now 4-0. They took down Deer Creek last week, 41-21. And
by the way, the Mustang deal's legit. The dad's the coach and moved over there. Is that correct?
Mustang.
No, you're Mustang. I thought you were talking about Newcastle.
We are. You said Mustang.
I said Mustang? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're all drunk.
All right, well, never mind. Let's move on then.
What are we talking about right now?
Well, I was talking about the Stillwater Pioneers.
Right.
Off to a 4-0 start. Looks like they're getting ready to go to 5-0. They host PC West. And speaking of PC West, my oh my, did you see this? PC West had a 42-7 lead at the start of the fourth quarter, and the Enid Plainsmen come back in double overtime. Marlo Hughes had 4 touchdowns to win 49-42.
Did you hear how it happened?
42 unanswered points.
Did you hear how it happened?
No.
Of course, they brought in all their JV kids. And there's a scoop and score, and then all these fumbles.
It just got out of control.
And then it got to like within 2 scores. And then they brought in all their varsity guys again. And then their varsity quarterback fumbles, and there's a scoop and score to tie the game.
How many total turnovers?
I
had to have been 4 or 5, right? At least.
If you're PC West and you're 1-2 and you're PC West playing football, you don't
continue to
score at least through 3 quarters.
Right.
Trust me, there's going to be other times to play your other kids.
Which going into the fourth, it was
42-7.
Yeah, so they did play through 3 quarters.
That's true.
That's got to be the most colossal meltdown in the history of Oklahoma high school football.
That's one of those deals, man, in any level of sports, but certainly amateur, when that ball starts rolling, it is. I mean, you're trying to call timeouts. You're trying to slow things down. But man, when that momentum goes, it is tough to stop.
Here are some of the games in 6A Division I. Jinx is at Broken Arrow. Both teams picked up their first victory last week. That game is in Broken Arrow. Owasso at Tulsa Union, 4-0 and 4-0. Those two games will put the winner in the driver's seat for the district championship.
We'll get you some. What do you got? We'll get you some.
What's that?
Owasso at Union, Jinx at Arrow.
Well, we already know that Owasso is going to win.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you got you some.
It is Bill Blankenship going back to where he won.
Going back home. He's won state titles there. He's a living legend. Yada, yada, yada. I got a stake that says they win. Who wants some?
I got it. I'm on that one.
Like if we lose, we have to pay it back?
Well, yeah, you got to buy one for me. I mean, a salad.
We never lost before. It's a valid question.
Yeah, I've never beat you guys in a wager.
I just remember Jinx was 0-3, and I ate for free.
Oh, boy.
I learned how to wager from Holly Chapel. Holly Chapel came to baseball practice one day, and he said, "Boys, I guarantee you, in one hit, I can hit a ball over the center field fence."
Poor kids didn't know they were beat before they one word came out of their mouth.
He goes, "I'll bet you $20 I can hit a ball over that center field fence." And they go, "Well, standing right here at home plate." He goes, "Yep, standing right here at home plate."
Turns around, hits it right
over that
there.
center field fence.
Oh.
And they go, "The center field fence." And he goes, "Yep, guarantee you." They all went, $20. $20. He goes, "Got it." Goes out to his truck and gets his driver and hits a golf ball right over the center field fence. They all went, "Well, I didn't say a baseball."
I'm just telling you right now, that man, and he passed it on to his son.
Oh, yeah.
But that man, you were beat before he ever said the first word.
Do not ever get into a contest of wisdom with that guy.
One of the greatest men I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
Big game on the west side in 6A1 is Norman North at Mustang. There's plenty of good ones in 6A Division 2. And we talking about Hennessy playing a good schedule, Jinx playing a good schedule. Yeah. Lawton has also played a very, very tough schedule.
So is Mustang.
Lawton is 2-2 this year, and Lawton last week.
They started out with Carl Albert week 1. Yeah.
Well, and Midwest City beat him last week, 41-35, very competitive ball game. But Lawton this week is taking on undefeated Putnam City, 4-0.
Yeah, Putnam City's in trouble. Okay, and here's my reasoning. We saw what we think is, well, Gary Rose said it's the most talent as far as a skill set that he's ever had at Carl Albert.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I heard in the hallways today, okay? So that Carl Albert team goes down to Lawton and barely escapes on a botched extra point last play of it. So that tells me Lawton
pretty good
has some cats.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they have a very talented running back.
Yeah, and then Midwest City and Lawton have that great game. So obviously that tells me how good Midwest City is. And I don't really know a whole lot about Putnam City yet. I think they're going to be in trouble.
Lawton's running back Miles Davis, one of the top rushers in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, we
Putnam
haven't
City
seen
has
him last year.
Putnam City has the OU commitment on defense, and they have a very talented quarterback as well. So.
Midwest City has that freak at defensive end.
Yeah.
But
Jalen Redmond, I think
that's right. But you know, the ball game between Guthrie and Carl Albert led to a couple of interesting conversations on social media between some veteran Blue Jay players and myself, and Chris, I think you were on that thread as well, where I made the comment it was the most talented skill kids, or one of the most talented teams I'd ever seen come out of Carl Albert, and immediately, as you would expect, some guys.
Daquan Lowe, Trevante Porter, that group, yeah.
But talking about our Guthrie kids,
right.
They came out and they start talking about the O2 kids and all the 5D1 commits, and I'll say this again.
Talking about Carl Albert kids.
Yes, I'll say this again. On the skilled positions,
it was the best one.
It's the most talented Carl Albert team I have ever seen in the skilled positions. And overall, because I will say that I think I've seen better front lines.
No doubt.
But overall,
and I'll say this.
I mean, they're as good as I've ever seen.
They're pretty good.
You know, when you have Oku and you have Trevante Porter and you have Daquan Lowe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this. I think the scheme also, the way that they've gone to the spread and they spread the ball out and they put you in space now.
Less predictable.
I think it highlights the skill players more than some of the older schemes of Carl Albert. So I think you notice it more as far as the skill kids. Whereas if you'd have run this spread scheme and you'd had David Oku running it, and you'd have had Trevante Porter, Daquan Lowe on each side catching the ball.
We may be something different.
We may be thinking something different.
Right.
Yes. And then they had the Isaiah.
That's a great point.
You know, so I think the spread offense highlights it a little bit better too.
That's a great point. But I'll tell you what, hats off to the staff at Carl Albert.
Oh man,
who were nothing but classy.
And starting from the very beginning, yeah.
From the very beginning, but the way they managed that game, and they did manage, them and the officials managed that game. Because it could have gotten
Well, and the most impressive part of the night was the Carl Albert kids wanted to go in the middle of the G.
Yeah,
and get a huddle, and they wouldn't let them.
Coaches
get off
wouldn't
the
let
G.
them get off the G. Their coaches said that.
Get off the G.
A lot of respect between Guthrie and Carl Albert.
It's the old OU Nebraska respect.
Yeah, it really is.
Carl Albert won the game 55-10. It was 48-0 at halftime, and the Carl Albert did not play their starters in the second half. And we'll know a lot more this week as far as 5A football is concerned because Guthrie travels to McGinnis, so we'll see McGinnis. But after and Carl Albert and McGinnis play next week. After that, it's just tune-up time for the Carl Albert Titans, and anything can happen on any given night. I think it's going to have to this year in 5A football to take away from the Titans. They're of course they're.
It would take an Ardmore type team who played Carl Albert
28-12.
decent. That just can keep the ball away from them.
Yeah.
I think they are susceptible. Of course, I thought Guthrie would run the ball better than they did. I think they are susceptible on the front 7, defensive front 6. And they play at 4-2-5, 4-3, whatever. Based on how you line up, front 6, front 7, where I think an Ardmore type team could give it to the fullback, could run that flex bone, keep the ball away from that unbelievably talented team. But here's the kicker to Carl Albert. They don't have a quarterback back yet.
Yeah, they're a freshman. Ben Davis, and all he did was he had
Harris,
4 touchdowns. Or excuse me, Ben Harris. Ben Harris had 4 touchdown passes entering the ball game. He had 4 in the first half.
And he spins it like a that kid's going to be he stays healthy.
It's easy.
That kid's going to be a freak.
I don't disagree. But whenever, like there were 4 or 5 times when all heck broke loose, Guthrie was blitzing, and he just threw the ball up there. And you got guys like Jason Taylor going and getting it.
Yeah.
That gives you a comfort level that you don't have to panic and you can go make a play. It makes you look that much better.
Would you like to coach that kid 3 years from now?
Yeah. The big kid too.
We did find one flaw with Carl Albert. It took us about the third quarter. They lost 10 helmets. They don't know how to put the chin strap on.
They don't put their chin strap on.
They don't. They
must only buckle one of them.
I think
they want everybody to be able to see their faces.
I think they're the worst team in the state in buckling their chin. Other than that, I think they're perfect.
That's the only criticism.
That's the only thing we could find on the Carl Albert Titans. So
they were so good that Phil didn't really even know what to say on the sidelines a lot of times. They were just like, yeah, they're good, guys.
I had a lot of things I wanted to say.
Yeah, right.
I came home and had a very popular tweet. I don't get very many popular tweets, but I did have one. I said, "Dear Class 5A, good luck.
Exactly.
Sincerely, Carl Albert."
Exactly.
Because it's going to take.
I'm just telling you, I don't think. McGinnis. Of course, everybody's got McGinnis, Carl Albert checked on the, and maybe we'll all be shocked. I don't see any way McGinnis wins that ball game. Bar a 9 fumble, 9 turnover.
It would have to be
injury-ridden.
McGinnis's chances, they are so unbelievably well coached, and they're so smart.
They're smart.
You put in scheme on Monday.
And they got a great running back.
Yep.
And
a Piedmont transfer.
You put in a scheme on Monday, and by Tuesday they're running it perfect.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's like, hey, if this guy squats here, then you're reading that guy, then we're going to this guy. And that's how McGinnis could beat Carl Albert.
Yep. Yeah. And it's 2 good coaching staffs. So that's
good.
in 2 weeks. And Guthrie obviously we'll see. I guess up close. We'll see
Class act too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time.
And we'll see the Dominic Richardson, the Piedmont transfer, up close, and we'll kind of can get to compare. Hey, if you had to take Deidre Taylor or Jason Taylor, who are you taking on your team? You can only have one.
Taylor.
Jason
Taylor.
Jason,
Not even close.
Jason's best player.
He's more explosive.
And he can do so much more.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Thought I'd ask.
Well, he's asked to do more. Adrian's only a junior right now.
Correct.
Did you see?
We haven't even brought up Diego Richards yet, by the way.
Who's a freak?
Yeah.
Golly.
Very nice young man. I went over to get the officials' mic after the game, so I was back by their locker room, and I'm walking by. Yeah. And I'm at an advanced age, and I dropped something, and he was walking by. Diego was dropping by, and he had his pads in his shirt, and I saw his number 3, and I dropped it, and before I could even think about picking it up, he had
you dropped what?
I don't even remember what it was, but I dropped something.
Body pack.
And he picked – no, it wasn't a body pack.
Okay, thank goodness.
And he picked it up, handed it to me, he said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "Hey, thanks." 2 things I remembered about it. Number 1, he's quick in everything he does because he reached down and picked that up faster than I've ever moved in my life, and just how darn polite he was.
Yeah.
Just a really polite young man. So,
the other weakness we found was their wide receivers coach, right? The baseball coach, Tim LaValle.
Yes. They've overcome that for 5 weeks in a row.
Coach, I joke,
they've overcome that 5 weeks in a row.
But you do owe them an explanation. Who's the best athlete in that family?
His daughter.
His daughter. That's right.
How does that sound?
Well, we need to take a time out. We still got a whole lot more to get to.
Tulsa University.
We're going to talk some small school football as well. Perry Maroons, they need to get back on the winning ways. And Is this the week Ponca City Is this the last week Ponca City has a chance to win? We'll talk about that after this timeout. Wow. This is the High School Huddle presented by the Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, that's who we're brought to you by. They're making smarter business decisions every single day.
Easy for you to
Estate planning, human resources, tax planning, business insurance. LegacyWagBenefits.com, LegacyWag.com, and things are good things happen over at Legacy Wealth these days.
It's been good. Actually, today was really a fun day. We got to go spend some time with a new client, and we got to meet with all their employees, and several of them. One thing I encourage people to do, if you have small children, if you haven't had a will prepared yet or looked at your estate planning, trust work, a lot of times people think the only time I need to do estate planning is if I have this big fortune. And the truth is the most valuable thing, or the most important thing and valuable thing we all have are our kids, right?
Yeah.
And so, it's a very small investment to do some simple documents to make sure that if God forbid something happened to you and your wife, your children are minors, affairs will be handled the way you want them handled. So would encourage people to call us, obviously, but if you have a great relationship currently with an attorney, get with them. But whatever you do, get a will done and help make sure that your family's affairs are in order.
And it takes away a lot of maybe possible feuding between family members at a tough time of where this goes and that goes. So
absolutely.
Very important.
Yep.
LacyWagBenefits.com, LacyWag.com. Ponca City Wildcats, guys, they're 0-4. Bartlesville, they're 1-3. Games in Bartlesville got blown out. They're the off the field issues with their former head coach. Ponca City's 0-4. I'm hoping the Wildcats can get a win this year because it's there's not very many chances they will be able to get a win.
This is one of them they're going to have to win if they want to do that.
Yeah.
And so you always hope every team has some success at some point. I mean, the kids work so hard and we've all been there, right? I mean, as a competitor, it's tough to keep going out there and working hard every week and you don't ever have any success. I mean, that's a tough thing. So,
real quick, one more 682 note. Muskogee is at Bixby again. Bixby 1-3. They lost 3 in a row. They played Jinx week 1, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat. Yeah, remember because we joked about. Well, who'd you beat? Jinx.
That's our only win. But Muskogee's 2-2. Muskogee blew somebody out last week, so that will be an interesting matchup. Muskogee and Bixby. And that game is in Bixby, Oklahoma. Cushing,
that will be an interesting game.
It will be.
Muscogee's one of those teams, man. Catch them on the wrong night, you can't beat them.
Right.
Catch them on the right night,
can't beat them.
3A football. Cushing is at Bristow. Cushing 3-2 this year. Bristow is 3-1.
Can you name me 2 Division I football players from Bristow, Oklahoma? The Purple Pirates.
Purple Pirates.
That's not right. That's Favor.
Do what?
Yeah.
Favor's the Purple Pirates.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Used to be. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Favor High, Purple Pirates.
I don't know.
Really? Okay. The quarterback that went to Oklahoma State, Brent Scott.
Can I point something out real quick?
Yeah.
You were surprised that he didn't know, but you didn't even look at me. You knew I didn't know.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. I wasn't going to embarrass you like that, Phil.
Well, you kind of did without me.
Okay. Well, okay. Phil, can you name me 2 Bristow Purple Pirates that played Division I football?
Scott kid, right? I can't. Wasn't the Scott kid from?
Just a second. I can't. And you're supposed to say, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
All right, go ahead. Now we can move on.
All right, so we got the quarterback, Brent Scott, that played at OSU, mid-90s. Okay, big old tall kid. His dad was the coach. Okay,
and then the baseball player.
No, that was Bushy Head from Manford.
I love that name.
Okay.
Bushy Head.
One of the greatest
and
names
then
ever.
the linebacker that went to OU, Rombros Jones.
Oh, I didn't know he was from Bristow.
Yeah. Bristow had it going for a long while when Coach Scott was there.
Can I point something out obvious?
Sure. Go ahead, Phil.
Now, Casey, you're one of the smartest men I know, truthfully. You really are. But how do you keep all these Cliffy Clavin random things in your – I mean, seriously.
It's his go-to. When Bristow comes up, that's his go-to.
You know more stuff about –
I love Oklahoma, brother. I've been to I've been down every road and every Ace Hardware and every –
Spike.
EIKPS.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That's the most amazing thing in the world.
I don't think we share with the audience, but Casey, if he can spell the word, you can give him a word, and he can alphabetize the letters in that word.
It's the most unbelievable
Instantly,
thing.
if I can spell it.
If you can spell it, yeah.
Okay.
Give him a word, Phil.
Football.
ABFLLOOT.
I mean, it's like a computer. I mean, I still have to stop.
My wife told me to go on Letterman, but I choke.
I still have to sit and think, okay, vowels, A, E, I.
Yeah.
I got to still go through
that.
that.
The first thing I'm good at spelling. I got like 3rd place in the 6th grade spelling bee in Stillwater.
Well, there you have it. I'd hate to meet the two guys.
That's the first thing you got to be good at, spelling.
Okay, how about this one? Smarter.
Smarter. AEMRRST.
Like it's nothing.
He can do that faster than I can spell the word out.
Yeah, that's amazing thing I've ever.
Amazing is AAGIMNZ.
We're gonna have to put him in the circus.
Now we are either really, really simple people, you and I.
No, I
don't think we're the only ones amazed.
No, I think that's a big deal.
It really is.
I think it is.
Can we get him on the Steve Harvey show?
I would choke. I told you that. I'd get nervous and I'd choke.
I can't handle that.
We need to put him in the circus. Hey, real quick,
is in a circus right now.
That's true. We got one more break, but before we get that, Perry is at Newkirk.
What are you talking about?
Hey, Perry was 3-0. They've lost 2 in a row. Now they got to go to Newkirk, trying to stop that losing streak right now. Newkirk is 2-2 on the year, and my poor Phil's poor Hennessy Eagles, 0-5, getting ready to be 0-6 as they
fly Eagles fly. They'll get
the
there.
Longhorns of Chisholm coming in 4-1, and
oh boy,
Hennessy. We need to look up their schedule. I mean, it's bad, guys.
Hennessy people can be okay with not having a great football team. From they've had really good teams throughout the years with Augie McCauley a couple years ago and all those really good teams, and they've been really good in baseball for many years, and basketball, But it would be okay to be in Hennessy and not be great because they have more restaurants for a Class A school than any town that I have ever seen in my life.
Hey, that's the other thing.
Restaurant
Holy
per person.
smokes.
That's the other thing with Casey. Little known fact. He knows more about restaurants. At most major decisions he makes in his life is tied back to food.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhat.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
mean,
my problem.
They do have a golden chick.
They have a golden chick. Yes, they have a Roosters.
No, they have some other places, but they have golden chick.
Yes, okay.
Yes, absolutely. They have other places.
Proud sponsor.
Proud sponsor.
You're saying Roosters aren't sponsors?
No, hey,
okay.
listen to Hennessy's schedule.
Is Pizza Hut?
Here's
You gotta stop now, Casey.
Here's Hennessy's schedule. Oklahoma Christian Academy, Perkins, Kingfisher, Jones, Alva, Chisholm, Perry.
That's not fair.
And then you finish up with Pawhuska, Tonkawa, Newkirk.
That's really not fair.
Look at that schedule.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That is Hennessy Eagles football schedule.
Alva's good, Chisholm, Perry.
That's tough.
Yeah, and then Tonkawa beat Perry last week, so obviously they're very good. So you're looking for week 8 and week 10.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Good luck, Hennessy. I feel sorry for you this year. We're going to take a time out, come back. This is our final break, and we'll come back and wrap it up. This is the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Shake's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Huddle, a few minutes here on the High School Huddle. So glad you've chosen us here on this Wednesday night. Alongside Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, I am Chris Evans. Just again, a few more minutes left. Hey, Morrison went to Cashin last week, and the Wildcats of Cashin took it to the Wildcats of Morrison, 41-20.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape. Roll the tape.
I believe Phil Nichols predicted that, and I believe my good friend to my left.
Do you have any clients in Morrison?
Not a one.
Do you have any in Cashin?
Quite a few.
Legacy Wag does well in Cashin.
Big fans of Cashin.
Cashin, after that Week 2 loss, that Week 1 game, they only won 7-0. A win, only won 7-0. I think my friends in Crescent might be going, oh boy, that's next week.
Last week.
We said it. That if you're going to get Cash and Coach Shaq, you better get them early.
That's right.
Well, they're going to be even more confident because they're going to go to Oklahoma Bible and win that game. Cash is going to be 5-1 going into Crescent, and Oklahoma Bible is.
You're pretty confident about that, are you?
Yeah, I better make sure it is next week.
OBA. Crescent took down OBA last week, pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure that Cashin game is Cashin and Crescent is next week. But other games in Class A football, Pawnee is at Drumright, and Yale is at Morrison.
I will not be at that Pawnee Drumright game.
You won't be able to make it?
No, can't make it.
You got to go Payne or?
Pawnee has a really cool golf course, though. Tyler and I went out and played that a while back. The 9-hole golf course there out north of town. Very nice place. They also have a bathhouse. You ever been out there, Phil? Really cool. On the Pawnee Lake.
What do you do at a bathhouse, Casey?
Go swimming. They have like inner tubes and stuff that you can go out and
well, I used to be in the
jump
military.
Off a diamond board and stuff.
Different back in the, jeez.
Okay, good. I was right. Crescent and Cashin is next week.
Apparently, you've never been there. I didn't mean to go down that road.
Well, it scared me. What is Casey talking about?
Oh, I got one more thing. I got. If you didn't have the broadcast Guthrie and McGinnis on Friday,
If we didn't get to,
yeah. What?
Oh, that's easy. Which one do you go to?
No. In Class 5A football, would you want to go see East Central at Edison Prep?
No.
Tulsa Hell at Skytook.
No.
Woodward at Northwest Classen.
No.
Guyman at Carl Albert.
No.
Tulsa Memorial at Claremore.
No.
Durant at Glenpool.
No.
Bishop Kelly at Pryor. That's the decent one.
That's the best game.
Tahlequah at Collinsville. That's a decent one. It's on the east side, though. They don't do anything on that side. Duncan at Altus. Ardmore at Southeast. Piedmont at Eisenhower. Guthrie at McGinnis. Noble at Coweta. MacArthur at El Reno. That would be
the one I go
That'd be
see.
a good game.
Del City at Western Heights. Shawnee at McAllister.
How about El Reno sneaking in the top 10 in 5A?
What?
We told you they
really?
That Chuck would get them going.
Number 9, I believe. Is that not right?
Oh no, I don't know. I was completely. I didn't look at
El Reno.
I do my homework.
El Reno basketball is big fans of Guthrie Sports.
Oh yeah, they got him to the state tournament.
Absolutely.
He's got a shirt.
He
got a
bulletin
shirt.
board material.
Yeah,
He's got a shirt.
Love it. Coach Hayden doesn't. Well,
it wasn't
is he still
him.
a basketball coach?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think he's the AD now.
He's the AD now. Yeah, he's going to watch his little children grow.
Yeah.
You know who Evans reminds me of? And I didn't realize this till just the other night.
Oh, good grief. Hit that mute button.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that 70s show?
Yeah, no.
He reminds me of Eric.
Okay.
Red Foreman's son, Eric. You do.
You know,
Google that 70s show.
Okay.
That last Friday I kept calling Jason Taylor Chris Taylor, and I couldn't figure out why because
Lawton Ike or Lawton Mack
Chris
or
Taylor's a center fielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers, kind of like the Ponca City running back. I kept calling him Jake Arrieta.
Yeah, it was Arrieta
because he was a pitcher for the. Yeah. I kept calling the El Reno coach Rich Hill.
You can't remember anybody's name that you've known your entire life, but you can spell soccer.
CCEORS. And he goes, "Why do you keep calling me Rich?" And I'm like, "That's not your name." He goes, "No." And I got to thinking, I said, "Oh, heck, that's a pitcher for the Dodgers."
The best is last year. Of course, our friend Casey here is the head junior high football coach, and we're about week 3. And I'm on the phone because we're trying to because one of the tough things about calling junior high ball is you never have rosters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I called down to Casey on his phone. He's down there we're playing. I said, "Hey,
Before the game started,
I said, "Hey, who's number 26?" He goes, "Hey, 26, what's your name?"
You know, goodness, you just scarred him for life.
I said, "What are you doing?"
Okay, here's Johnny. Here's.
If you don't know
what's
your
your
name, don't ask the kid that. You just destroyed him.
You'll never forget that, will you?
No. Hey, 26, what's your name? Oh, boy.
I knew his name.
Hey,
a 12-year-old crying himself
I
asleep.
knew his name. I was joking.
He goes, "Hey, I don't." He went to
funny, though.
Well, he just thought, "Well, I guess I'm not
He
playing
goes,
tonight."
So funny.
My name's Johnny. I know your name.
I'm screwing with Nichols.
So much for playing it for me. All right, we need to get out of here. Best of luck to your high school football team out there, and we will be in Oklahoma City Bishop McGinnis as the Guthrie Blue Jays take on Bishop McGinnis.
Press box in Oklahoma high school football history.
It's not at McGinnis.
We're going to be on the roof, so I don't.
We're going to be on the roof.
We're going to be on the
top of the
Yeah.
press
We'll be on the
box.
roof.
Yeah, we'll be on the rooftop. Yeah. Thank goodness there's no rain, hopefully.
With no cameraman, our video coordinator's ditching out on us this week.
And you named him a coordinator.
Yes, correct. You're a coordinator.
Yeah, but I'm there every week.
Yeah. Yeah, you only got one title, though.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So we're out of here. Our broadcast, by the way, 7 o'clock on Friday night, 6:30 right here on 93.7 FM KSBI. I hope you can join it. Best of luck to all the teams out there, and best of luck to your team.
Is that a wrap?
That is a wrap. For Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, I'm Chris Evans. This show is the High School Huddle, and we are presented by the Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM. Be sure to tune in next week as we break down more of the top games and news from across the state of Oklahoma.